Data collection methodologies. First is sampling methods. The second major step in primary quantitative research is data collection. Data collection can be divided into sampling methods and data collection with the use of surveys and polls. So there are two main sampling methods for quantitative research. First is the probability and non-probability sampling. So for the probability sampling, a theory of probability is used to filter individuals from a population and create samples in probability sampling. Participants of a sample are chosen random selection process. Each member of the target audience has an equal opportunity to be selected in the sample. There are four main types of probability sampling. First is the simple random sampling. As the name indicates, simple random sampling is nothing but a random selection of elements for a sample. This sampling technique is implemented where the target population is considerably large. Number 2, probability sampling is the stratified random sampling. In the stratified random sampling method, a large population is divided into groups or strata, and members of a sample are chosen randomly from these strata. The various segregated strata should ideally not overlap one another. For the third, we have the cluster sampling. Cluster sampling is a probability sampling method using which the main segment is divided into clusters, usually using geographic and demographic segmentation parameters. And lastly, for probability sampling, we have the systematic sampling. Systematic sampling is a technique where the starting point of the sample is chosen randomly and all the other elements are chosen using a fixed interval. This interval is calculated by dividing the population size by the target sample size. Now, for the probability sampling, non-probability sampling is where the researcher's knowledge and experience are used to create samples. Because of the involvement of the researcher, not all the members of a target population have an equal probability of being selected to be a part of the sample. So there are 5 non-probability sampling models, and let's discuss them one by one. First, we have the convenience sampling. In convenience sampling, elements of a sample are chosen only due to one prime reason: their proximity to the researcher. These samples are quick and easy to implement as there is no other parameter of selection involved. Second, we have the consecutive sampling. It is quite similar to convenience sampling except for the fact that researchers can choose a single element or a group of samples and conduct research consecutively over a significant period and then perform the same process with other samples. The next, we have the quota sampling. Using quota sampling, researchers can select elements using their knowledge of target traits and personalities to form strata. Members of various strata can then be chosen to be a part of sample as per the researcher's understanding. For the fourth one, we have the snowball sampling. Snowball sampling is conducted with target audiences which are difficult to contact and get information. So it is popular in cases where the target audience for research is rare to put together. And lastly, we have the judgmental sampling. Judgmental sampling is a non-probability sampling method where samples are created only based on the researcher's experience and skills.